this is my 2019 project pan finale. So if you want to see how I went in the month of December with all these products, then keep on watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast, and in today's video we are ending my 2019 project pan. So this year I did a rolling project pan. I did a full face rolling project pan as part of the hashtag Team Project Pan, which was started by Kat and Haley from Beauty News, and then there's been like thousands, I believe like thousands of people have joined this project pan throughout the year. So I did it as a full face rolling project pan, and just each month I have added more products. My aim was to use up 50 products or $1,500 worth of products, whichever one of them came first. So I am going to wrap up my project pan in this video, and then I'm going to do a separate video where we crunch all the numbers. So if you want to see that video, see how many products I used up this year in 2019, as well as the value, I'm also going to completely calculate the total amount of empties that I used up in 2019. So if that interests you, then make sure you're subscribed, because that video will be coming out in the next couple of days. Without further ado, let's get on in to this project. I still managed to use up a total of 7.5 products, and you'll find out about the half at the end of the video when we get to the pan porn segment. It'll all make sense at the end. As per usual, we're going to start with the products that I made hardly any progress on and work all the way through to the products that I nearly managed to finish up. Then there'll be the pan porn segment, and then you'll find out all about those products. Starting off with this one right here, this is my Juice Double Up Texturizing Thermal Protectant, like cream that you put in your hair. I really discovered this year that I suck at using hair products up. I do very little to my hair. I wash it, I let it dry, I pull it back in a ponytail most of the time. Sometimes I will curl it. When I've been curling it, I have been using this. But other than that, I don't really do all that much. I don't really style my hair with heat products all that often. So this product is going to take me forever to use up. But I think I may try and get this one done in 2020. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't 100% decided what products I'm going to try and pan in 2020 just yet. But you may see a revisit to this one in 2020. The next fail product is my Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow in Kitten Karma. I just struggled to pair this into an everyday look. I wasn't really able to, like, I felt like it was too glittery and it was too like in your face bright to wear to work. I like to wear kind of like subtle, more subdued makeup to work, and I just felt like this one didn't really work, so I just found it really difficult to rotate into my everyday routine. I really like including products in project pans that I can rotate into an everyday routine. I just find that the easiest way for me to get through products, and this just wasn't an easy one for me to incorporate into my everyday routine. So that's why this one was a big fail this year. Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. I only introduced this I think last month. Was it the month before? No, I'm pretty sure this one got rolled in last month. It's a sample. It was brand new opened when I incorporated it in last month. It's still going strong. It hasn't dried out yet. So I'm going to continue to use this one until it dries out and starts not giving me the effect that I like on my lashes anymore. So this one is not finished yet, far from it, but I'm going to keep working on it. Next is my Makeup Geek Pigment in Afterglow. Now, I certainly did not use this one up entirely this year, but I did put a massive dent in this product. The last few months of this project, I barely even touched this one, so that's why I didn't really get it completely finished. But the whole reason why I incorporated this particular pigment into this project is because it didn't have a sifter in it, and every time I opened it up it would go everywhere and it was a huge mess. But I have like cut it down, I would say by about half, and now it is much more easier to get product out of. It doesn't fly everywhere when I open it up, so I'm glad that I made the progress on this that I did, because now it is a much more enjoyable product for me to reach for and use when I do want a pigment of this color. Ofra Northern Lights Primer. I thought I would be further through this product than I am, but I did make it about, I'd say, over halfway through this product. I think I'm definitely going to just keep using this one until I use it up completely, because yeah, I am just trying to use up all the primers that I have in my collection, and then if I get to the point where I've used them all up, I have a bucket load of samples and minis of primers. So I think in 2020 I definitely want to get through more of the primers that I have in my collection, and if I finally get to the point where I have finished them all, then I can finally choose to buy a primer that I actually want to try or that I want to bring back into my collection. My Too Faced Shadow Insurance in Champagne. I didn't use this one all that much this month. I have used it consistently still, but this last little section of the tube has a lot of product in it, and when I use it, I don't use very much. A little goes a long way with this one. So yeah, I'm going to continue to use this one up. I think I will maybe knock it over in a couple of months in the new year, but I definitely want to get this one out of my collection because, like I've mentioned before, I don't like the color of this Shadow Insurance, but I do like the formula. I think the formula of the Too Faced Shadow Insurances is an amazing formula for a primer eyeshadow base, but I just don't like the color of this one. So yeah, that one may roll into a project at some point in the new year as well. Australia's Fresh and Flawless pressed powder. I thought that I would manage to get this one done this year, but unfortunately I didn't. I did manage to hit a considerable amount of pan on this product, but unfortunately I didn't get it completely used up. So this is going to be on the list of powders that I want to use up next year. I think after this one, I think I have about 2 or 3 other powders that I want to use up. Then I have completely used up all the powders that I have in my collection. I'm very, very excited by that thought of having all the powders used up that I have in my collection. But this one will probably, because I've already got so much progress on it, probably be one of the first products that I try and pan in 2020, because just I think it'll be a pretty give me product. I'd say maybe a month and a half max on that one, and it will be done. This one was a disappointment this year. I was really hoping I was going to get this one finished, but nevertheless, I did make a massive amount of progress on this product, and it is my MAC Cream Sheen lip gloss. I have this tiny bit at the bottom here left. I'd say based on previous progress, that's maybe about 2 to 3 months worth of lip gloss in there. But as I'm getting closer to the bottom, it is getting a lot harder to get out. There's this little bit right down the bottom that like is still the original color of the lip gloss. It has slowly changed color as I have been applying it over my lipsticks throughout the year. So it's not the nicest color in there in the tube anymore by all means, but I am so determined to completely use up this lip gloss because I have come from so far down to here that I am really determined to actually completely use this one up, and I think that will be a very real achievement in the new year. So those are the products that I made progress on. Now we will roll into the last pan porn segment of 2019, so let's roll that. I have used up a total of 7.5 products this month. I think that is still a really good achievement for December. I was really worried that I wasn't going to complete any products this month. I did manage to use up one side of the Essence Brow Kit, so this is my half product. But yeah, I did completely use up one of the pans, and I am going to call this one completely quits, and I'm going to take it out of my collection because I am done with this product. As well as my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This one is completely bone dry. She is completely done and dusted. I'm quite glad to have this one out of my collection because it was starting to get pretty gross by the end of it, so really happy to have that one done and dusted. Then another really big achievement for me was I managed to use up my other Benefit mini blush. This is the blush in Coralista. once again, use this completely down to the bone. Very, very proud of myself for using up another blush in my collection this year. As well as this one, my Makeup Forever mini lipstick in N9. This one I've tried to pan and complete this product so many times. If you look back into my past pan projects, this one has been in the rotation a few different times, but she is finally completely done. I've worn it completely down to the bone, so I'm glad to have another mini lipstick out of my collection. As well as this guy right here, this is my Giorgio Armani C perfume. I used this one up completely this month. She was up here. I managed to get through this one really quickly. I find sometimes with some certain perfumes I can get through them pretty quickly, and I do really enjoy this one. So I found myself like topping it up all the time and whatnot. So I really love this perfume, and I'm sad to see it go, but I'm hoping at some point in the future I can bring it back into my collection. Maybe if I don't get it for Christmas or my birthday, I'm going to really try and maybe pan 1 or 2 perfumes, maybe 3, and then pick this one up as like a little treat for using up so many other perfumes. I also managed to get through my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. These ones usually take me about 2 months, 2.5 months, depending on how often I use it, but I've been using this one basically every single day, and I did manage to power through it this month, and she is scraped bone dry. Love the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. I think they're a really good go-to staple for me at a very reasonable price. The foundation that I managed to get through is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. I was up to here last month, and then I managed to completely finish it up. This foundation was alright, not my most favorite foundation. I'm glad to have it finished. I much prefer the concealer in this range over the foundation. I think the foundation is a bit so-so, and I did find at certain times, I don't know whether it was a combination of mixing this with this and then me sweating, but I did find there was a few times when I looked in the mirror and I was filming, this foundation literally split apart before my eyes. When I looked at myself in the mirror, I could just see like on my top lip and my chin, anywhere where I got really sweaty, it like literally split and broke apart before my eyes. So I'm gonna give this one a pass because I'm a human, I sweat, and obviously that one's not really designed for people that have oily skin and sweat, so I'm gonna pass on that one. And then the last one is the Mecca Cosmetica Makeup Perfecting Mist. This was an alright product. I probably would not go out of my way to pick it up again. This is actually, I didn't realize, but this is a full-size bottle, and I think that's a little bit ridiculous. I don't know how much this compares to other setting sprays I've used. I was under the assumption that this was a like deluxe sample that I got from Mecca, and it's actually a full size from what I can see on their website, which is a little bit ridiculous, but anyway, it's only 45 mils. I'm almost certain that other setting sprays are a lot more than that. I'm gonna have to check that out. So that is my finale for my 2019 project pan. I think that from memory that this has been a very successful project pan this year, but we will not know 100% until we see the numbers. I will leave on the screen just here the total value of these 7.5 products here, so that way you can get an idea of how much those few products were worth this month. But as I said, I am not going to reveal the total amounts of the products that I used up in 2019 in this video. I'm going to save that for a separate video. So if you want to see that video, I hope you would consider subscribing down below. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And also, if you managed to use up any products this month, or there was any products that have been giving you a bit of trouble, let me know about that in the comments box. I love hearing you guys use up products, and I love motivating you guys to use up some products that you have in your collection. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Happy Christmas Eve to those of you that celebrate Christmas, and I will see you in tomorrow's video of 31 days of makeup. Goodbye, everyone.